Hi guys, happy Wednesday. Hope everybody is doing well. First of all, having my lunch break at work and it can get noisy, so just heads up. I apologize about the noise in advance if any happens. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about why we need to go through certain things and why it has to do with certain people. Because you've probably noticed that life is not easy. Life is not easy, and relationships with people are not easy. And they're not meant to be, and life is not meant to be easy. So, for anybody thinking that when you look at those manifestation coaches on TikTok, on YouTube, and when they say, you are the god of your reality and you can have everything you want. Um, this is so toxic because it's not true. It's simply not true, and I guarantee you it's not. And I don't know how this whole thing started or why, but I'm going to tell you that every single one of us needs to go through some tough situations, needs to deal with a lot of stuff, and that is the purpose of this life. And yes, we can have successful lives while, having these difficulties and challenges, and that is the point as well. And we can be happy and we can do wonderful things, and life is also beautiful. But you can't have it without some hard situations, and you have to go through them. It's for your own growth. And if those situations would not happen, you would not change and you wouldn't learn some things, and some other things would not happen for you later on. So, even though it's difficult and hard, you always have to look at the big picture, and to think that just because somebody is spiritual, religious, or a good person, that means they will have an easy life. It's not true. It depends what's in their karma. And I don't believe in concept of traditional concept of karma, but I do believe that there are certain things that we need to go through. And some people will call this karma and some people will call it something else. It just depends what you define karma as. But I do think that we all have our purpose, and our soul has its purpose, and it has, some things it needs to go through. And I know that not everybody believes in reincarnation and that people have different beliefs. So this is why I'm not talking on this channel on of reincarnation much, because I know there's many people who are Catholics or Muslims or any other religion, and I don't want to impose anything on anybody. I do think that there's a reason why you have your religion, and you should be. So I'm not going to get into that, but I will say that we all need to learn our lessons. Whatever way you view it, whether we have only this one life or if we have many, we have a certain path and we have certain lessons to learn. And the thing is that when it comes to magic, it's here to help us, to kind of make it easier on us, to make peace with some people where we did some mistakes. And, we do need to make peace with them. It actually is true. You're not supposed to stay in anger and resentment with anyone. That's not the purpose. That's not what this is about. So finding that understanding for every single person, finding that love, feeling that love, and letting go of the angers, resentments, and other ego-related feelings is what we are supposed to do. And it can be difficult, absolutely, but what really helps is seeing the big picture. So right now, what you're seeing is your perspective from yourself as a human being. So I don't know, when did this to me and now I'm upset. But you're not looking at why did Wendy, for example, I don't know, offend you. Maybe she was having a really bad day. Maybe something really bad happened to her. Maybe something you said triggered her and she reacted in a way that was not appropriate. You never know what's behind this, and something is always behind this because most of the people will not be mean for no reason. And you have to understand that, you have to have compassion for them. It's all coming from somewhere, and don't take it personally because it's not about you, it's about them. So, that is what I recommend how we should go through life. And in my experience, in my opinion, and again, I don't have all the answers because nobody does, and neither do I. I'm not claiming that at all. But basically, we need to go through certain things, right? And some things we have to learn from pain, and we have to have some growth from pain, and that's when the biggest growth happens from pain. And it's really difficult, but it is going to transform you. This pain you're feeling right now, it's going to change you, transform you, and make you a better version of yourself. So go right through it. Go right through it, guys. And remember that this whole life, it's like a screenplay. You're playing a role. In this role, you may be, a healer, or you may be a psychiatrist, or you may be a teacher, or you may be a construction worker, whatever it is. And then you have some contracts with some other people where they are meant to hurt you. They are playing a role where they are meant to hurt you, where they are meant to lie to you, whatever it is. It's all scripted before you came here. And the reason why it's scripted like that is because this is what your soul was lacking. This is what you needed to go through. This is what you needed to experience. And it's all for a greater good. And I know that maybe this whole concept I'm talking about seems strange to some of you. I would recommend reading a lot of books on it if you're interested in it. Again, this is going to depend on your beliefs. And if you believe in reincarnation, I do recommend Brian L. Weiss. He's actually a psychiatrist, and the books are very interesting. I'm just going to say that if you haven't read them, read them. And they could give you a whole different perspective on life and whole different perspective on, other people and experiences we need to have. And I do believe that that could make it a lot easier for you to detach, to let go, to do the vibrational work. Everything we're doing to get our exes back. So I know that one of the big reasons why it's so hard to let go is because a lot of you have a resentment towards your ex. Even though you want them back, you do have a lot of resentment about how things played out, about things they did and said. And they did hurt you. Absolutely, you're heartbroken. So there is resentment, there is anger, and it's hard to let go of that resentment. It's not just obsessiveness, it's also resentment, which is hard to let go because you are basically feeling like a victim because they said this, because they did that. So I think it would be very helpful to just see the big picture, why it all happened, and understand that it's not personal. It's actually meant for your growth. And yeah, I know it sounds absurd, but just trust me, okay? And I think that will really help you kind of energetically let go. And you're gonna see once you energetically let go of these things like obsessiveness, neediness, resentment, anger, all those negative emotions about some limiting beliefs. Letting go of the limiting beliefs, changing them, reprogramming them. you're just gonna see how things are changing. You're just gonna suddenly feel that shift. And I have had clients with whom I have worked for a long time, and nothing major was happening until they really manage to do this. And how you're going to manage to do it, it's not the same for everybody. We are all different. Our brains are wired differently. We have different beliefs. We have different ways we understand things, different logics. So there is no specific way that I can give you. And yes, that is a problem. I try my best on this channel and with the instructions and everything, but some people still have a lot of trouble with kind of letting go and understanding this whole concept. So maybe this will help for some of you, and I sincerely hope it will. So try it out, read some books if you need to. They're very helpful. Now, if you are a Catholic or Muslim, or you are a part of religion that doesn't believe in reincarnation, basically, in that case, don't read the book because it's a different concept. But as I always say, even though we have different beliefs and different concepts of what is beyond us, right? It still comes down to the same thing. It's just kind of explained differently. So yeah. And I'm not gonna get into some things religion wise, that in the past there has been mention of reincarnation even in some religions, because of course I can't know if that's true. And we can't know a lot of things, so this is why I'm not going to be like claiming anything or trying to impose something on somebody. But even if you think it's stupid, right? Reincarnation doesn't matter. You can still read the book because it has some really lovely messages about what life is, what it should be, and what kind of a person you should become. It says a lot about just being uh, kind to everyone. It says a lot about helping others. It says a lot about just being there for each other, having understanding. It has lovely messages, and this is why I think that it doesn't matter what your religion is, because in their essence they all have some lovely messages about love and helping each other. And I think we should listen to those messages a lot more, no matter what we believe in. Because it's so important, to spread love and understanding. And even to those that, harm us, hurt us, um, it's not their fault. They're just unconscious of these things, and they are on autopilot. They are basically running on their traumas, on their limiting beliefs, and try to have some compassion for every single human being and every single animal, of course. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful.